let me go ahead and turn off my music. Okay, I'm going to help my friend Wookie here. Actually, let me turn. Uh, okay, no, wrong thing. Control. There we go. Let me turn off that. Okay, name tags are off. Okay, so let me set that up. I'm setting up. I'm setting up. Okay. I'm gonna wait till Wookie is on to help, so she can see how I do it, and then I'll undo it, and then I'll let her do it, or maybe I'll just leave it. I don't know, but so she can do it in the future. Okay, let me see. Dun ba dun 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 dun. A Wookie woo 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 woo. A Wookie 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 woo. Okay, so let's see. Just waiting for her to connect so she can see what I'm gonna do. Okay. Okay. Ba 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 dum ba da ba dum. Okay. Let me know when you are watching. Okay. Ba 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 bum ba da ba da bum ba da bum. Okay, so I I must be up in the air because I feel like a giant right now. I think I am. I'm probably floating. Yeah, I'm floating. Oh well. Okay, good. I'm glad you're laughing, Wookie. Okay, so Wookie woo. Dee, dee, dee. Okay, so what you want to do, okay, you want to click on your land, about land, right? Or no, let's go to edit terrain. This will be easier. Okay, so we're gonna get this set up. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so what we want to do is select land. Okay. Oh, we got a res box. This is where she kind of wants it. So I had a res box. I think I still have rights to her stuff. So let's get this hollowed. A hollow. And we're gonna make it fluorescent pink because pink is totally it is. Okay. We're gonna make it look like the Holy Grail here. Okay. Okay, so this is just so we know what we're doing here. We're gonna edit this terrain again. Okay, edit terrain. And we're gonna select land. Okay, we're going to, oh, I don't have the rights to do it. So, but you're gonna want to subdivide land. So we're gonna subdivide parcel. Okay, and then you'll see this square around it, right? So let's go ahead and do that. I need to be able to subdivide subdivide on the land. I probably should have asked for that right a little while ago, so I could have done this. And this is strictly for people who have land that they can parcel off or subdivide. Um, if you're just renting like a small parcel, you probably don't want to do this because you might get griefers. And that's not good. We don't want griefers. So, okay. So let's try this again. Edit, terrain. Okay. Woo! I made that all red by pushing that. Okay. Edit, terrain. Okay. So anyway, when you can pick the size. It doesn't have to be one particular block. Where you can let people res, but one little block is all you really need. I'm gonna go ahead and make this bigger. And usually, if you need to give someone the right to parcel off and subdivide, you can also go into the preferences and then go to, oh wait, no, not preferences. You want to go into your group that you are in, and well, I'll just do it for my own group just to show really quick. So I'll bring up my group, and you can go to member roles, and you can go to that role, and down here where it says allowed abilities, you would go and you could take and say, okay, I want for this person, or not this person, but this particular title in the group to be able to do such. And you can make that just temporarily, or you can do it permanently for a particular role. Okay, so once you have your parceled off, let's see if I can do it. No, I cannot. Uh-oh, music started again. Okay, so once you have it parceled off, right? We're almost there. There's a few things you want to do setting wise, which I would have to test out. Okay, so we've made the box approximate size where people are going to be able to do this. And just bring it down. You don't need it all the way up. Just enough so that they can see where the thing is. Make it phantom so people don't get caught on your box. And we'll lower it down to 76. Make it look all pretty. Anyway. Yeah. It's totally it is. Anyway. So you got this little parcel right here, right? And while you're in here, you want to be inside the land. Okay. Hello again. Okay. And you want to be able to go into your about land, which you can do by clicking at the top, or you can go to uh, world. Then you want to click from world onto parcel details, and when you bring that up, you'll go to the general covenant, the objects, and then to the options menu where you can set your things here, your settings, okay? So you can make sure no click fly if you're, yeah, just no flying, no anything. Um, just run builds, and you can put, uh, you don't even need this, any of this, but you do not want to have, okay, yay! But there's a few things you have to do, Wookie. You can't just separate it. You've got to play with your settings now. You've got to make it so it's not a landing point, so you don't just have random people teleporting here. And then, yeah, you can have scripts or whatever on or off, but I would think you'd say no scripts running on this one. and then have your group build. And that is it. Or you could set it to group only res. I would think group only is probably the safer way to go. Um, but if you just have random visitors, maybe if that's what you want, and then you could have come over here, and if they're resing something to drive over here, then yeah, you just have to be really careful with these settings. It'd be nice if they would allow you to set things, so people have a time limit of how long they can have something resin in here, so it auto cleans. So once you're in here under options and all that, um, and objects, I mean, you want to come back over here to objects, you want to go to auto return other residents, and then put like 1 minute. And they can res it, and then it goes away after 1 minute. That way, that's another way to help prevent griefers from putting anything out. Now, if there's some things, that's also another thing. Definitely keep these scripts to no res, no use scripts in this box, because there's a thing called the Jenga griefer, and they can put an object in here. It has a script in it, and it'll res all these blocks, and it will crash your sim. So yeah, it's a very bad. And the script alone in the wrong hands is bad, but it's actually a very useful script when you're making something. Um, Sometimes, but you can control like how often it would res and all that. But yeah, that's a whole other can of beans. So when you make a res box on your land, do it with precaution, because yeah, do it with caution, because things can go wrong. They can go horribly wrong. There. Now you know the exact area you can res. So, ta-da! That was quick. Um, yeah, but you want to definitely, again, I'll just run through it. Uh, Go to options, leave that open, click land, edit land, okay. You make sure it's select land, and then you select your parcel, whatever, put your box, well, you want to apply, and then push subdivide. I can also join, and let's do a quick rejoin here. You can click rejoin or join, and it move this back to this, like it'll put it back out, but you'll have to double check all your settings again. Yeah, hold on. Well, it is okay, so it's a visitor res. So then you don't need it to set to group. Just make sure that everyone can res. Um, oh, and to join. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna take this and we're gonna go. Okay, edit terrain. Or we're gonna undo what she just did. Oh no. Oh, no return objects. Oh, okay. Um, okay, return objects. Okay, go into your about land again and go to objects, and you'll see auto return other residents objects. Minutes, 0 for off. And a lot of people keep the 0 for off because it's their land, I guess, and they have it set to just group. But if you're doing a resident thing, you want to put a 1 there. So since I don't have access to do that, just stick a 1 there. And also when you're working on this stuff, you probably want to have the proper tags set up for your land. You're going to need a group, which actually you do, Wookie. But for those who are watching and who do not know, if you have a group, say like, hello, my group's name is the one-eyed pirates, and your pirate only has one eye, of course, and is very fashionably dressed with a nice shiny hook, and they keep that thing very well polished. Um, sorry. Uh, then they're gonna have a group, and then they can make other co-mateys, and then their skipper would be like the one that can do this kind of stuff, right? And their skipper friend would be like, "Argy, I'm going to parcel me some land," and then they're gonna go in and go into about land. You can do this a few times. You're gonna be like, "Where is she nuts? She's so nuts." Okay. Anyway, you're gonna parcel your land, and then you're gonna come back over here. You're gonna go to options. Make sure parcel land is set to build for everyone, which I don't think it is yet. But you can also test it with an alt. That's why you get an alt. Then you can test this stuff. So if and don't have them in the group, they are not your matey. They are your enemies. Arg. How do you put the time on the objects that people can res? Okay, so they're gonna res it in this box, right? So this is the box, and you put objects, and if it's not part of the group, then it will return in 1 minute. You have to go into About Land. So go to World, okay? Let me show you. You click on World at the top of your menu. You go down here to Parcel Details. That'll bring up your About Land if you don't know how to get to that. Okay, so yeah, you can put one or two, but one's usually better if you're just unpacking. You don't need 2 minutes unless you're kind of really super slow on unpacking things. Um, so then, yeah, and then that would be that. I did one. I did one, but does the box have to stay? I would leave it down so people would know. I would leave your little box here so people know where the res point is. Um, but that's what you would do. I did one, but the box. I did one, but does the box have to stay down? It helps people know where to do the res area. That's the only reason why I have people put the neon glow box. You can make it anything you want, you know. Um, yeah. Although, the other thing, you keep disappearing when I leave, so here's what you want to do with this option. Uh, you want to take this and you want people to be able to see you or whatever, from the parcel that's on the other side. So yeah, you can unclick that so people can see. Or no, it should be clicked. It should be working like that. Weird. Anyway. Well, if you do not have script, how do you work colors? Well, again, this is just an unpacking point, right? It's just a resing point. So your scripts just will not work here, but that helps protect your land from griefers, and that's why you do that. Since they can't res out there, and that's where you can have your colors and furniture and beds and horses and all that work. It's help time, help time. Anyway, see, I'm floating up in the air. I look like I'm so tall. Ooh. Well, if you do not have script, how do you work colors and furniture? Uh, it's so weird when people re-res in here. Any other questions, Wookie? Well, okay. So I can bring in an alt to here, or you can kick me out of the group and put me back in, or whatever you want to do. If you want to test it out, or if you have an alt, or something you would prefer not to have the group and all that. So as you see, she's got teleporting routing blocked, so people can't just TP in here and then TP out. They actually have to go here and do what they're doing. Actually, since she has grass, we can make it green. Ooh, there. Now it's not so invasive. There we go. Now it just looks like it's a mystical fairy ring or something. Okay. Hopefully this helps. I hope I've helped anyone. If you have any questions in the future, feel free to go ahead and IM me or let me know that you need a little help with stuff, and I am more than willing to yeah, to show you how to do something if I don't already have a video on it, or if I don't understand it, I will definitely let you know that I do not understand something. Okay. So there we go. Ba-dum, boom. Until next time, thank you for watching. Um, help to create a res box or guest with my friend Wookie. I think Wookie Woo is gonna have to get her own theme song. I think we're gonna make a theme song for her. I'll have to get my ukulele out. Building with Wookie. Anyway, see, she could have her own show, spin off. Building with Wookie.